Welcome back. Obviously, you heard part one. This is part two. My man Antoine Bethea, my co-host, Darius Butler.
Yes, sir.
And then, you know, we got our boy Tyvon Branch. So definitely hope you like it.
It's that bonus unfiltered locker room talk. Tap in.
I never really got into the weed like that, man. It just never was for me. I remember.
Yeah.
We might have to edit this part out, but.
Nah, we ain't edited shit. After Zont, we ain't edited shit out.
Me and AB on the plane one time, right? Me and AB on the plane one time. So another one of our teammates, I ain't gonna say no names, but
right.
We a little banged up. We got a long flight home. So me and AB take a edible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I
got an edible story too.
Like that. So I'm like, all right. I ain't gonna be the first one to be like. So I'm over there trying to play it off like I'm straight. I'm like, man, I'm faded, bro. I'm faded. So I'm trying to play it off like I'm straight. So AB, AB real smooth. So AB like, yo, dog, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to head back to the seat, go to sleep. So I'm like, all right, bet. I think it might have been like a dice game or something. We
were rolling dice.
Yeah, so I'm like, shit, I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna go lay down. Bruh, I was still high till like 3
the next day
in the morning, bruh.
I already know.
Bruh, cause do you remember we landed and cause I was like, bruh, I need somebody to drive me home.
Yeah.
So and you got one of the young boys.
Yeah,
I think
I got one of the young boys
to drive you home. And I'm driving home. I'm like, bruh, like normally like my drive from the airport was probably like a 20-minute drive. It took me like 45 minutes to get to the crib, bruh. I said never again.
Yeah.
Never again.
Hey,
That
so
was
the
my
next day
first
though,
one.
so I'm still trying to play it cool the next day, right? So me and AB sitting in our locker, right? He kind of like glanced over at me. I'm chilling. I glance at him. He's like, hey, dog.
You was faded last night.
That shit fuck you up last night. I didn't want to say nothing, but I was out of there.
Hey,
bro, you got to stay away from this thing, bro.
Not because you know what did it though? Because we looking at our teammate and he popping them Jones like it's just like a regular.
Him like
probably used to him.
He used to him. Boom, boom. So I'm like, if I take one, it'll mellow me out. You know what I mean? I'll be good.
Yeah.
Got you like D waiters. Hold on. Pause real quick. You know, I got the old man bladder.
This dude D-Butt, bro. Nobody in the world pissed more than him, bro.
Yeah, that nigga D-Butt crazy, bro.
Bro, we used to leave the crib to go to workouts, right? Because me and him used to stay together when we was training in the off season.
Yeah.
He had pissed before we left the crib. We get halfway to the gym. He's like, yo, pull over, bro. I gotta piss. I'm like, come on, bro. You too old for this, bro.
Too old for that. Man.
Bro, I can't believe that, bro. That edible hurt me, bro.
Yeah, that shit was I tell people about that to this day. Bro, because I remember walking down the stairs on the plane. It felt like I was floating, bro.
That's the same with me, bro.
Yo.
We leaving all this shit in too.
I looked at one of my young boys. I'm like, listen, bro, you gonna have to drive me home.
Yo, that was real. So now,
listen, was that your first time?
Nah,
yes,
that wasn't mine.
Yeah.
Yo, so my first time was very similar. I won't say the matter of fact. Brandon Merriweather, you are responsible for this, bro. He gave me this joint, and it was he gave me like a brownie or something. You know, he passed, people up, boom, pass around, boom, hit it. So I'm like, probably 15, 20 go by. Like, man, that shit straight. Like, this what y'all be, talking about, man. Give me another one of them shit. I ate another one. Wow. Bro, I tell you, how edibles hit. It ain't like, smoking
it ain't no
something.
mellow.
It ain't no
that
shit, like you chilling.
That shit hit you, it hit you.
You chilling, then you just,
yeah.
It's like, oh, so I'm thinking we done. I'm like, yo, like we back at, because the same thing. We on the road. We on the road. So I'm thinking we ain't even take off yet. I thought we was back at the crib, bro. He was like, bro, stop. He was like, bro, stop joking, stop playing, bro. I'm like, bro, I was, because I ate two, bro. These dudes was going off one. I ate two of these joints, thinking, I'm tough. This,
yeah,
bro, bro, that shit, bro. Woo. Woo.
Yeah,
y'all stay away from that, man.
You gotta know what you're doing with them junk.
You use responsibly.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me tell you my second edible experience though. I'm on a cruise. So like our agent had his banquet every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the cruise, right? So another one of the dudes on there, we on there chilling. You know, you going out there on open seas, but like it's a lot of rules and regulations on that thing. So one of them bring some edibles on there. So we vibing. They got like a little, the cruise be having like the little shows.
Yeah.
So I eat one of the joints. We go to this like little show on the cruise. It's like it was like a Dancing with the Stars or like American Idol or something, right? So I'm like, oh, all right, because I already had the one edible experience. So I'm like, I know how it's supposed to feel when it hits you. So I'm like, bruh. Why did I think I was good? I don't know. But it took like a minute. It took like 45 minutes before I felt anything, bro. So I'm sitting there. I'm like,
and that's a different thing, but they hit you at different times.
So I'm in there. I'm enjoying the little American Idol joint. I'm dancing with them, enjoying. Next day, I'm like, oh no, I gotta go to my room. I'm in my cabin, hurt, bro. Like real life hurt, man.
Bro,
them edibles,
stay away from them Jones, man. Unless you got a whole day or a whole night where you just trying to vibe, and you want to just chill, cause that shit different.
Let me tell you about this dude, man. I'm coming to Indy to go watch him play. Right?
This is your fault. This is your fault, cuz.
So I'm going to Indy to go watch him play.
Yeah.
I see like some candy in a Ziploc baggie on the table.
Candy in a Ziploc bag. That lets you know right there.
Nah, but listen though.
Sour Patch.
You gotta understand, like, I come from a big family, like, so you see, like, I see stuff like that. Like, I see stuff like that. So I see candy on the table. I pop some in. I'm chewing. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with these joints? This motherfucker. Oh, that's what your ass get. That's what you get. Yo, greedy ass. That's what the fuck you get. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. How you ain't gonna tell me, bro?
Ain't nobody tell you to go.
No, I ain't smoking nothing like that.
Yeah,
so, like,
right. I know you was hit.
Was this a playoff game?
Yeah, it was. Y'all was about to play the Bengals in the playoffs, I think.
Okay, yeah, it was a playoff game. So, that was post game for me. So I got about.
Yeah.
That boy probably zooted, boy. I know you ate more than one, too.
Remember, I never even swallowed them. Remember, I was chewing. I gotta take that one.
These boys crazy. Them UCONN boys. Yo. Them UCONN boys.
This dude, man.
Hey, man, we had some days, man. We had some days. Hey, matter of fact, that just made me think. You young cats out there, if anybody listening, and I don't know who, or if you had somebody like this in school with you, Twan, but for me, like Ty was like that person from the jump. Like you said, we clicked from the jump. Obviously, playing the same position, been in the same meeting room, but like. It was like almost like a buddy system, you know what I mean? Because we both had the same goals. Like, so if I'm working, I'm trying to get better. He doing the same thing. Hey, what you doing? As far as staying out of the street, staying out of trouble, same thing, keeping each other out of trouble. So like, if you out there, you trying to get somewhere, bro, find you somebody who's like-minded, who on that same shit, who ain't trying to be. Because you get to college campuses, the dudes turn into completely different people. Like, you be one way at home or from a certain place. You get to college and now you this and now you that. Like. Man, find you somebody who like-minded, bro, grinding. We had great time on and off the field. You know what I mean? Like league, college, and this went all the way to the league. Every offseason, we was grinding, working together, staying together early on, like just everything. So find that person or them people who gonna be around you and push you, man, because that shit pays priceless dividends, bro.
Nah,
bro, that shit used to be so funny at UConn, bro. Niggas out partying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever, doing what they doing. A nigga send you like a video. I'm out here getting better. He on stadiums running or something. Next thing you see niggas sprinting from wherever they coming from to go out there and work.
Facts. Or we in the gym. We done broke in the gamble or something. We about to hoop. Like,
we figured out a way to finesse our way into the gamble.
Yeah.
And then at the time I was dating a girl that was on the basketball team. So she used to come in there with us, turn the lights on for us. We used to go in there and get it in.
Hey,
but that's like you said, that's what it's about. Accountability, man. And when you got that brotherhood, when y'all can hold each other accountable with anybody without anybody feeling a certain type of way. Yeah, you know, that friendship, man, that's gonna go for a long time, man.
Who was did you have somebody like that at Howard?
Yeah, so just kind of similar to y'all's story. So when I went to Howard, our coaching staff, we were their first recruiting class. So we kind of came in and we were tight, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it was like 10 of us. 10 of us, our recruiting class was like 24, but it was like 10 to 12 of us that we just hung tight, you know what I mean? When summertime, we going to work out. Hey, look, we going to work out. You know what I'm saying? We walking in the cab together. We playing intramural basketball together. You know what I mean? So it was just like that situation where, and everybody used to say it on campus, like if you see one, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see the other 8 or 9 or whatever. And even though, you know, I was kind of like out of the group, the only one to go to the league, but you know, to this day, you know, them like 2 or 3 of them was in my wedding or whatever. So again, it's just that accountability and those relationships that you able to get. So that shit real.
Big facts. Big facts, man. Shoot, we got anything else? What else is in? Gotta let you get back to the jits, man.
Yeah, daddy.
What's your credit?
I ain't tripping, man. This is a good little escape for me.
Facts. Rob said the same thing. We had Rob Mathis on last week. He was like, "Hey, man, this shit, man."
I'm surprised I ain't one of the co-hosts, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, hey, you know, you be vibing, man. You be big chilling.
Come through.
Nah, I be chilling, man.
Nah, you can come whenever.
Man, I don't want to be the one to come in and mess up the chemistry.
Nah, man. It's a vibe.
It's gonna be natural, bro.
Yeah, it's a vibe. We on here, man. We kick it. We keep it a buck. You know, obviously we throw jabs at each other. It's just like the locker room again. Whoever we have on, it's that same vibe. You know what I mean? Whether you play football or not, like and that's what people miss. That's what a lot of us miss, especially athletes. Because you go,
that's what you miss the most, man.
That's what you miss the most. Because you got to think about it. Most other people, and I call them civilians. So like civilians, once you leave like high school, most people ain't on teams like that no more. Like you ain't in locker rooms. You ain't spending more time with you know what I mean? So we used to really be locker room off season. Like we really doing other things. Like I used to come to your crib when we had breaks. So like you go through that your whole to your 30s. You've been in the locker room, and now you 32, and you just out here just living a regular life. Now it's like, damn, like I can't crazy. I can't, you know what I mean? No trips to the hotel, you know, dice games every week. Like, so it's you know, it's different.
Yeah, that AZ locker room was funny as fuck too, boy.
Boy,
they had pure characters in there, man.
Y'all had Badger in there too, ain't it?
Yeah,
he's first of all, he needs his own TV show,
bruh. Hey, I'll never forget.
He is a character, bro.
I got to get him on the show and talk about. Do you remember that? So I'm gonna tell you the story. So we listening to the some music or whatever, right? And I don't know if you was there.
I was there. I know what you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So he was like, "Hey man, I got some new shit for y'all. I got some new shit for y'all. Y'all gonna like this or whatever." So you know, everybody about good music, some new music. I'm like, okay. So he gonna put us on some new shit. So he started playing a song or whatever, right? So in my mind, I'm like, well, I know who this is. I know what song this is. But nowadays, people can remix some shit or whatever. So it's like, okay, it might be rapper from the NO that he about to put us on or whatever. So she get to singing or whatever. so he like, yo, this that new Sage. So we looking like, man,
that's Sade.
Yes, bro.
Bro, you talking about weak? When we get him on here,
he probably thought he was putting y'all on too,
putting us on.
Yo,
but nah, we had some characters, bro.
Man.
That should be the best though, man. Them characters that make them days a lot shorter. Winning, losing, it ain't matter. Some of the best locker rooms, some of the best vibes I had was probably some of the worst seasons record wise.
Yeah,
but going to work, you click, you mob with your people, man. Ain't nothing like that type of connection. I know me and Ty come from big. How many brothers and sisters you got, AB?
Shit, it's just me and my older brother. So it's
okay.
Yeah.
So I had big family.
Yeah,
Huge family. So it was it was always that family atmosphere, man. Ain't nothing like it, man.
At
It
all.
teach you a lot, man. Teach you how to deal with people. Teach you how to deal with adversity. Teach you how to get checked by somebody. You know what I mean? A lot of people miss that. Everybody can't have them tough conversations with each other. Like hey, come on, man. What you doing? Get on your shit. You know what I mean? Like you can have them conversations. A lot of people don't have them out there. Like Rob said last week, people out here soft. But that's real though. That's real shit though, bro.
Yeah,
that's real.
It's just it's soft. The whole world soft right now, bro. You can't do nothing nowadays without offending somebody, boy. You can't
have an opinion. If you have an opinion, you hating on somebody. I'm it's weird. You got a lot of weirdos out here.
Yeah, it's a good thing I'm not on the podcast because my filter turned off a lot. So
nah, that's what it's about, man. See, I don't like. Look, it is what it is, bro. Like I like you can't. It get to a point, and I feel like we're gonna get to this point as a whole, as a society. Like you said, every time you say somebody offended. So I feel like people like want to be offended almost now. Like it's almost like, huh? What you said? Oh, no, I don't like him. No, I don't like. So or play the victim or whatever. So when I know when I get on here, like especially for us, being in the locker room, being a professional athlete, it's a big filter on things we say or don't say. So now it's like.
It's whatever.
You're gonna hear my mind. Some people ain't gonna like it. I see people on TV every day. I don't like shit they say. But shit, it is what it is. This shit is our platform. Fuck it. You know what I mean? So
my biggest thing though, motherfuckers say something, then 2 weeks later they coming out with a full apology. Like
stand on
that. Stand on your word. You ain't got to apologize to nobody.
Yeah. You can. I mean, now I see two sides to that though, because sometimes you can say something and unintentionally offend somebody or a group of people, right? Like you can say something that maybe you grew up hearing or something, or just some slang or something that you didn't know was offensive to other people. I can see it from that standpoint, but when you just say something, then you catch backlash, but you really meant what the hell you said, and you come back and say like, "Nah, I'm good on that." Like the Drew Brees shit. When Drew Brees came out and said that shit, like you a quarterback, you got more interview training than I got. Like you could have danced around that question. You answered that shit how you wanted to answer it. Don't backpedal and switch up now. Like so that's how I feel on something like that.
Yeah.
But I see different sides sometimes, but it is what it is. I can't get into that space. Like, I'd rather not have the shit if I got to get on here. It don't make you know what I mean?
And be afraid to speak your mind, speak your piece.
Yeah, man. Is anything else on here? Crazy story, man. What's the best story you got as a teammate of mine or a teammate of AB's? We kind of talked about some of them.
About y'all?
Yeah, so this is one of the questions for you. What's your craziest story as a time? What's his name? Matter of fact, Jamon's 1530. What's your craziest story as a teammate with each of the guys?
The craziest story is probably that West Virginia story with me and UD, but like if I could repeat the conversation we had on the sideline, it's way funnier.
Bruh, that shit. We got some stories though.
We got way more off the field stories though.
I can only imagine that.
Yeah. Man, it was we did it right though. Yeah, we did it the right. Bro, we did it the right fucking way. We had a great time. A lot of this was before social media is what it is now. Yeah, you know what I mean? Right. Like we grew up in that era, but even in the social media era,
we wasn't never on the social media wave though.
We did it. We had a great time with like if you know that type of you was down here. And
how was supposed to be.
Exactly. That's how we grew up. That's how the cats who raised us, and we moved the same way, like-minded individuals. So like it was certain cats like, and it was the same situation like with your mob at Howard. Like if you saw me, 9 times out of 10 you saw Ty. Like whether it's at UCONN, whether I'm out, like I'm not about to be out in the club with a bunch of cats I don't know or really like that.
Right.
I'm not about to be like I don't do that. People just link up just to like nah, I ain't moving like that. So even if shit go left. But this for the young cats out there too. I know if shit go left, and whichever way, I know that's a motherfucker I want in the foxhole with me. Pause. Like that, you know what I mean? That's why I want to have my back and vice versa. So that shit it happens. So be wary of the circles, the circle you got around you, young fellas.
Yeah.
It costs you a lot out here. Motherfuckers ain't playing fair.
At all.
That's a fact, especially if you eating. There's a lot of motherfuckers hungry out here, so
ain't no telling what they doing behind your back.
That's a fact, man.
Yeah.
A lot of cats get real comfortable going to these cities. You know what I mean? Wherever you at, whether Miami, LA, Atlanta, New York, there's different cities who's coming up, but get real comfortable, not really respecting that turf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so just be wary, man. Move wise, man. Watch your steps. But yeah, man. I mean, we got what's the one with AB then? We got some good ones. Oh, my dog phone died? Oh.
Nah, my somebody keep calling me.
Oh, okay.
Shit, probably that edible jump.
Yo.
Shit.
Bro,
yeah, that edible joint was.
Hey.
Yeah.
I got a call.
We had some good times though. That London trip was fun.
The London trip was fun. Yeah.
I hated my London trip.
Our London trip, I shouldn't say fun. Our London trip was funny, I should say.
Yeah.
I hated that London trip. Boy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I was ready to come home.
Yeah.
It
was our setup, the timing of everything.
The weather was horrible.
Weather was trash.
Same we went.
Trash, like
we didn't see the sun at all the whole trip.
The whole trip, cloudy, gloomy, like
they had us staying far away from everything.
The food, I ain't like the food. Like I was really mad about being in London. I ain't gonna lie. Had a good game. We won. Did y'all lose or win?
We lost.
I think we got spanked in London.
Yeah,
that make it even worse.
Play the Rams.
Got your ass tore up across the pond.
When I played with the Chiefs, we flew out there like 2 days before the game.
Oh, you went twice?
Yeah. I should have went 3 times. I got hurt the week we were supposed to fly. We were supposed to go in Oakland. But
I remember somebody said they saw you in the tunnel.
Oh yeah. Somebody texted me like, yo, man, I saw you in the tunnel. Where was we at, bro? Who said that?
I don't know. Somebody came. Yeah, I saw y'all in London in the tunnel, man. It was like, all right. That's what's up, man. You walked away. I ain't even go to fucking London.
I was trying to get your attention. Say what's up.
Man, stop lying.
Oh, I remember now. It was Spanish buddy down at 24-hour fitness. Remember, dude used to be everything.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That shit was funny. Man. I hated that shit. What else we got, man? What's going up? Ain't shit else on him. Whatever y'all want to chop it up about, man.
Man, that's what I want. Who you had in the finals?
I had the Lakers winning it.
Oh, you had
He's
the Lakers.
LeBron. He's a LeBron guy. I ain't gonna lie. He been calling that Lakers shit all year.
Yeah. I stuck to my guns all year.
Yeah, your man up here. Your man got 3 teams. First it was Kawhi and the Clippers, and then it was the Lakers, and then it was the Heat. Like,
this dude's so fair weather, bro.
Hey, listen.
And then he tried to blame it on being enlightened. Hey, man, I'm enlightened, man. So like new facts, I changed my opinion.
Hey,
so new facts.
It's a sign of intelligence to change your mind. Okay. Now I said, but I caught that. I thought Kawhi and the Clippers was something they just were not, and so I take that. I take that on the chin. I'm a LeBron guy, you know that. So that's why he said 3 teams. I picked the Clippers, and then I said, all right, I'm a LeBron guy, so I wouldn't be mad if he win. And then obviously my Heat. So what you want me to do?
Let me tell you this. This man, we were in a bowling alley one night. Full-fledged arguing about. He said that Larry Bird is more skilled than Michael Jordan.
This is a fact. I stand by that.
It's more skilled.
It's more skilled. He's a more skilled basketball. Well, he was a more skilled basketball player than Michael Jordan was. Now, Michael Jordan, throughout his career,
more skills.
Got to a point where he was, once his athleticism started to go down a little bit, his skill set, was unmatched. His footwork, yes, it did. The best Michael Jordan was probably, pre-leaving basketball. That was the best stretch of Michael Jordan. That we like athletic skill, all that combined. And when he came back, he wasn't the same athlete.
I think what separated Michael Jordan from most athletes was that he was so skilled with that athleticism.
Agreed.
His footwork, his ability to create shots. And it ain't like Iverson. He had Iverson handle. Like he used to literally just create space, and that's a skill.
I agree, but what I'm saying is Larry Bird was a top 2-3 player in his era most of the time he played, and he had minimal athleticism. So for him to go out there and dominate with that athletic, that shows you how much skill he had. He had to have no. They don't act like he was just a Bill Laimbeer out there just hard nosed work. No, he had skill. He'll give you work, post, passing, rebound. Like he was one of the first guys who give you that 28, 10, and 9 stat sheet. Like before LeBron was doing that shit, Larry Bird. Don't try Larry that shit.
Nah, I mean I definitely they had two greats. More skill. That's tough though, D.
That's tough. That's what I'm saying. Like for you to make that argument and to come out of nowhere with that.
But you act like it was outlandish. That's not outlandish to me.
That is very outlandish.
Like, AB don't sound convinced. AB don't sound convinced either way. AB, what are you saying on this, AB?
Because the argument that you gave, D-Butt, is a good argument. Okay. Whereas, athleticism, he didn't have a whole lot, like you say, like a MJ. So, like you say, for him to be able to put those buckets up and things of that nature. But you could say, I think you could have phrased it differently. But to say he was more skilled than Michael Jordan, I think Larry Bird might smack you for saying something like that. for you to say he was more skilled than Michael Jordan, like that's
not even the most outlandish thing. This guy also said that Steph Curry was better than Michael Jordan.
I didn't say that. Okay, I didn't say that. Y'all took that out of context.
Bro, you literally said Steph Curry
I did not say that.
Verbatim. Steph Curry
I did not say that.
Greater than Michael Jordan.
Tyvon.
And you said he was going to be the GOAT.
This is okay. Now you're getting a little closer to what I said. What I said was his trajectory. If Steph Curry, because the type of game that Steph Curry plays, he can play for another 18 years. And it ain't like shooters become more average, like worse shoot, like they get better shooting. So he's come in hot. He's changed the game already. Already the greatest shooter of all time. Already got 3 championships. Yeah. If you're talking about playing another 8 to 10 years, his resume could look stupid at that point. To the point where he could be in that GOAT conversation. I personally, it's just about him staying healthy. Like he just missed this whole year again, so that's obviously gonna hurt, legacy-wise. But this was before that injury. Steph, don't act like Steph is just like Steph was.
I would never say that. I would
first unanimous MVP in NBA history. That's not just you pull up threes on fast breaks now because of Steph Curry.
Steph is a great athlete, a great
all-time great,
all that. But
he's not Michael Jordan. Not even this conversation. Not even if I said that, I take it back.
Yo, that's that. I told you that's that carpet cleaner you be smoking, bro. That's that carpet cleaner.
I got my medical card now, man. I only smoke the.
That good. Yeah,
I only smoke the best grade now.
We got a group chat that me and him and a bunch of our boys is in, and I think he practices his takes on us. Like he try to see the reaction he get from us to get to show some ratings.
Try to convince.
I be saying some real shit though. I be saying some real shit, bro.
It be real, but real crazy. I be saying the same thing. Ty. I'm like, yo, bro, like where you getting that from?
What's the so that's I would say Steph Curry. I didn't say Steph Curry's better than Michael Jordan. If I said that, that's some crazy shit.
You want to talk about flat Earth or no?
But the argument.
You want to talk about that or no?
Now, he blame that on the gas.
No. I blame that. I was with that gas.
He rocked with Kyrie though, so they probably on that same that wavelength.
Oh man,
I'm very skeptical.
Really trying to convince us though, like
I'm very skeptical.
It'd be one thing to say something outlandish, but to hear the arguments that make it even more outlandish.
Bro, what proof do you have that the Earth is a sphere?
Because you could take off from the West Coast and end up in China. You could take off from the East Coast and go the opposite direction and still end up in China. So therefore, it got to be some type of circular motion.
How you know what direction you're going?
Hey, that was part of his conspiracy. How you know you really flying that way?
How you know? You got your compass on. Like, fuck out of here. You sleep. You don't know which way you going. I tell you one thing: when your ass in that plane, you ain't never seen no curvature. Every time you see it, you see a flat horizon. And you see clouds.
Bro, do you know how big the Earth is, bro?
You just said east going to China. West going to, I mean, you're going to see it. It got to curve at some point.
A very fast vehicle to get there.
Did you know that every picture of the Earth that we've seen has been photoshopped?
Yeah.
Hey, for the listeners, man, y'all just getting a brief preview of what we be doing in the locker room. Like this shit, and we could do this forever.
That's a little sketchy. I give the flat Earth there. I backtracked on that. I was wrong on that.
So I got you to backtrack on two things already. All right,
I told you. That's a sign of intelligence, cuz. You know what I mean? But I had to throw it out there. Have some debate. We got to talk about it. You know how much we lied to, man. I can't just believe it because it's in the book.
Man, shout out to Udonis Haslam, man.
What UD did? Shout out to UD. He'll go.
He just was on that Heat team, and I didn't know he was still playing.
Still
playing. So shout out to him for that.
Still getting them checks.
That's what role I need for one of these teams, man. Y'all bring it in. Let me be a UD.
Hey, Ty, you can go out there and we get some crazy burn right now.
I know. Somebody make a phone call, you know.
I told
you know what I'm saying?
Just give me 2 weeks. Start working out again. All right, man. 2 weeks, my ass. You're at 34 now. You ain't 24. You ain't jumping off the porch like
I'm 33, bro. Don't put that year on me.
Oh, my fact. You in 30. You in that year. It's close. But yeah, in football, you're right. You gotta stay at that younger age as long as possible.
As long as possible.
Something about when you turn 30, everybody just think you can't play football no more.
Man, I'm like,
wow,
bro.
ain't it?
So all that production I had, you think it's gonna leave?
The disrespect.
It's just gone because I'm 30.
Yeah.
You know, you look around the league and some of the best players in the league in their 30s every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
Let me see what's something. Hello?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That knee injury, that did it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it more physically or more mentally?
It was physical, man. I think I kind of had it in my head like 10 years was my goal. So I was already leaning towards, you know what I mean? Like, all right, I'm a ball out this year and kind of, you know what I mean, fade off into the sunset.
Yeah.
But, you know, after the knee thing, it like remotivates you. Like, all right, I want to prove to myself I could do it again if I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I could never get over that hump, man. My joint's still stiff to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was your ACL and
meniscus. Yeah.
Nah, because I think me and Debo were talking about it because you was playing at a Pro Bowl level at that time. Like, I think you was probably in top 5 in tackles in the league.
Yeah.
Then they had you covering like a mug too.
Yeah.
Good in coverage. So I was like, shit. But then I was thinking like our defense was. We had some players on that D.
Yeah.
On the defense.
Yeah, for sure. We had some ballers out there, man.
Yeah.
Was Chandler out there already? Chandler Jones?
Yeah.
Chandler is a problem.
A problem.
Yeah, man. He underrated just because
it's crazy because he get a lot of praise now, but like he should have been getting it though. You know what I mean? Like
facts. He should have been writing that.
The run he been having is ridiculous, bro.
He should have been writing that. When you talk about Von Miller, Khalil Mack, like he's right up in that conversation. Like
you know what's crazy though?
Echelon.
His last year in New England, he was like in the talks for Defensive Player of the Year. So I don't understand how he had more
New England.
Yeah, he had more production in Arizona and wasn't getting the same recognition though. That's crazy.
That New England. That's a new. I guarantee you, if Gilmore won in New England, he not winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
he had that same season for the Raiders last year.
That market is big. whatever market you in. Yeah.
I gave the Raiders some of the best years of my life, man. Bro, I wasn't even on the Pro Bowl. You know how they put the package
on the ballot.
Together? I wasn't even on the Pro Bowl package that they used to play at the games, bro. I was like,
that should be disrespect. That should be hype media.
And I be wanting to know, like what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Because even my first year in AZ, I had 5 picks, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, but damn, like, why you take me off the Pro Bowl ballot though?
Yeah. Like, I don't understand it.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be media narrative, man. The more you see it now on the other, like, because a lot of these cats that's voting for this stuff, they don't know football. Like, they're not really watching all 22s and doing this. They talk about the same people everybody else talking about. Yeah. Whoever's the best out of that bunch. Because you see cats who just got a name and they have halfway decent. You be like, he in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
How you went to the Pro Bowl? How you went to that? And then other cats who are here balling year in and year out and getting no recognition. But you know, okay, when I go in this field, I know that team got that player over there.
Got that player.
If you know, you know. But like the media and the narratives, and if you ain't on TV every week, that shit make a huge difference.
Yeah, they should have been changed that voting. They should have been changed that.
It got to be majority players, man.
Oakland, though.
You said what?
I was always the one on the highlight tackling the nigga into the end zone, so automatically assumed it was me that messed up on the play.
That's what happened, man.
Number 33 is for Oakland, be getting killed.
I'll tell you what.
Somebody in the end zone.
I'll tell you one thing about you, boy. Your hustle, work ethic. So let me tell you about this dude work ethic. So we had a summer job together in college.
Yeah.
And you know, at college, you know, you find a little bullshit job. They pay you good. Like, you get a check, you go back. So shit. I barely went. My first couple years in college, I didn't even go to summer workouts with the team.
Yeah.
So I'm damn sure not about that. So we go out to get this job. We had like a warehouse or something. So they give us a job. They would give us like dummy jobs. Like, y'all go out and sweep like the whole parking lot or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, all right, bet. Get out there. Shit, Tyvon ass out there. Like, bro, what you doing? Cause like, chill. Every few minutes we had a little high. Get our lunch break and come back to we out. Bro, Ty like, oh, you know, we good shit. We here. We might as well, you know, shit.
Might as well work.
Bro, that shit never turned off for him. It was so, if I was on that field, I'm working, I'm with it. But
you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that.
You gotta respect it. You got to.
Yeah.
Then we come in, we get in there, and we see basketball players just in the office chilling. Got their legs. We out in the sun. I'm like, yeah, you out there sweeping shit. It's hot as shit outside.
Feelings in there, big chilling with the AC.
Big chilling. Probably get paid more than us.
Facts.
Man.
That's definitely fact. Yeah.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie though. Them employees at that facility was the most efficient workers I've ever seen, bro.
That gave you a glimpse into like real life. Like, this is a real factory, bro. These dudes and women will go on their break. What we had, like a 30-minute break?
Yeah, they joined with like 12 minutes or something though.
Bro, they come in there, lunch spot, boom. I mean, they barely even spoke to each other. Now that I think about it, you know what? We kicking back. We got 5 minutes. We chopping it up about this, that. That motherfucker, da-da-da, eat, boom. Boom, put that shit back, right back to work, right back on the line.
That shit different. Yeah,
this shit ain't for me, cuz. Ty out there just right in line with him and shit.
They inspired me to be great.
I'm about to extend this lunch. You had the other job, FedEx.
Bruh.
Fucked up.
All that weight I lost at FedEx, bruh.
Boy, it was working.
I thought was pledging.
Unloading trucks at FedEx, man.
I thought he was pledging on the low.
Bro, it lost all that weight.
Bro, I probably lost like 10, 15 pounds, but like no exaggeration. It got to the point I was like, bro, I can't keep working here.
That's crazy.
My back.
I used to wear like mind you, it's a summer job, so it's hot and humid in Connecticut in the summer, right?
Yeah.
So this summer job, I'm in the back of a truck, no AC, no nothing, like in the back of the truck, loading and unloading, bro.
Got the back brace and everything.
Bro, my jeans used to be completely soaked, bro. Like I used to have to take my jeans off to drive home, bro.
That boy got the back brace on.
Hey man, my dog mindset never changed, cuz. But I'm gonna tell you, my dog, every time, it ain't matter if you starting specialties with, hey, bro, We used to talk about going because I came into college. Hey, man, going to the league, man. I'm out 3 years. I'm out. I'm to the league. I'm for the crib. We to the league. Hey, I just want a shot, man. I just need a shot.
Yeah.
Just give me a shot. And that was my dog mindset from the jump.
Yeah.
Off the muscle. He took that shit everywhere he went with him.
Facts.
That's what's up, man.
Oh
man,
that shit crazy, bro. You just knew certain niggas. You just knew was going to the league, like you, Cody Brown.
Cody, man. Cody
Davis was gonna go to the league.
Yeah, he definitely could have. He definitely could have.
But Alfred Finch was the most prolific college linebacker I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
he was elite.
Y'all had a nice little run though. Cats coming out of UConn.
Yeah, bro. We had a run, bro. I'm gonna tell you. And he talked about Tyler Orlando. Huge role. Tyler Orlando. Randy Esser did a good job as well. He was one of them disciplinarian coaches. But I think who made probably the biggest impact on that program, Jerry Martin, our strength coach.
Oh yeah,
God rest his soul. Like his impact on not even just what we did in the weight room, but just the mentality overall. Like it was no failure. Like you're gonna come in here, you're gonna get better, you're gonna get bigger, stronger, faster, and like whatever you had on the bar, he a 50, 60. Here come. Hey man, it just wait. Matter. You got 275, 3. It's just wait. You just gotta move it. So like, bro, like his mindset, like it was like that. So like every guy, it was just I don't know. I don't even know what to call it, but he was such a big part of the culture. Like you know, not working hard, like cutting corners, like with like that shit wasn't really accepted amongst us. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like, oh, let's see what we can get away with today. Like, nah, I'm trying to get better than you today.
Get better. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Everybody had that, maybe that one or two guys like that, where you can look back on and be like, man, he was the guy. He was the staple. He was like, maybe he doesn't get a lot of notoriety or people don't talk about him, but the people that sent it, they know. Like if it wasn't for him, you know what I mean, we'd be in a horrible situation.
He bled that UConn shit through and through. Like he had patents on like equipment, like weight room equipment that he like just gave so it could expedite the process to get it in the weight room so guys could squat and not hurt their back.
He probably lost millions and millions,
like literally for the program. So like he was one of them dudes. So shout out Jerry Martin, man. He don't get enough love, man.
Yeah, man.
That's dope.
Marty Marr, man.
Coach Marty Marr, man.
He did. Yeah. The stuff he taught us though, you could carry on into life though. Like,
into life, yeah.
Like,
facts, big facts.
There's just certain things that wasn't tolerated around him, man. That shit just
what was that shit like out there and how y'all had a weight room and shit?
It was real. It was real. I tell
I'm messing with you.
But it's real. But I tell a lot of folks like, you know, I think that was one of like a humbling experience. You know what I'm saying? Just my my years at Howard, our weight room was in the basement of one of our dorms. You know what I'm saying? So like no AC, no, you know what I'm saying? Like we had our windows was like this big and it had bars on it. And we was literally in the basement. You got all the pipes or whatever. You know what I mean? But again, it was just like that family atmosphere. Not a huge school, but small school. Mm-hmm. And, you know, everybody coming in there got their story. Like, yo, I was supposed to be here. I was supposed to be there. So in one aspect, it was dope because everybody kind of had that chip on their shoulder. Like, yo, I'm going to prove to whoever that, you know, I belong. And it was obviously it was a lot that we was lacking, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't change that for the world. And, you know, I know my teammates are kind of the same way because what we was lacking, like in the athletic program, we gained so much more, like just everyday life, walking on campus.
Yeah, being on the black campus, going into the caf, walking into a classroom and, you know, your teacher is like really caring. Not saying that in the PWI they not, but it was just it was something different. That was it's definitely a completely different experience.
Yeah, a different experience. So what we was lacking on the athletic side, man, we definitely gained just in life, academics, and that's something that I kind of took away from the Howard experience. Like looking back, like damn, like we ain't had no weight room, boy, ain't had no like the food. Like I mean, I guess college in general, like you know, Subway every day. You know what I mean? teaming up, getting well with your homeboys. Like, look, I'm gonna put $10 in, you put $10 in, it's gonna order this pizza and shit.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying. But it was fun, man. It was fun.
All part of it, man. We kind of went. So when we first got there, our meeting rooms, what were they in, like portables?
Trailers, like
trailers. So,
yeah.
So we was in the trailers, and then as we went on, they built this huge facility. So we kind of saw, and I had another year in it than Ty did.
Yeah,
like we went from like, the back. We were just going D1. We got there, so
worst facilities to probably like
so we done, for real. So we went from the worst facilities, like on that level, to some of the best. You know what I mean? So we kind of saw it transition, but I mean, like you said, man, it don't matter where you at. Like that, you could get that. You could put that work in anywhere.
Put that work in,
and get where the fuck you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole Fendi.
One thing I tell you, I don't miss about UConn, that turf field, boy.
The AstroTurf.
The AstroTurf one.
Woo.
Bro, remember that practice? It was so cold, bro.
We used to be a spring practice, bro, on that turf.
I forget. It was like wet, raining. It was like super cold. Remember?
Bro, I almost had frostbite.
Remember Essa was getting mad at us because we wasn't breaking up passes?
Yeah, I ain't about to touch the ball. I ain't about to hit nobody. I ain't about to hit this ball. Them spring practices was different, boy. Them morning workouts.
Morning workout. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Them morning workouts, 6 o'clock.
Them morning workouts, that make a man out of you. That lets you know, all right, like I really want to do this shit.
Hey, bro,
right,
you know when I knew we was different? I went back to school 2010. We had the lockout year, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm on campus, and during that springtime, I'm like, yo, I'm up here. I might as well get some bump. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna come out there and rock with y'all winter workouts. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work out, then I'm gonna go to class.
That shit don't never go how you think.
I went to one or two of them Jones. It was like, man, y'all can have that shit. I'm in the league now. I can do my own shit. Y'all can
for real.
The play, but it was like, I ain't gonna front. The first time I did it, I'm like, man, I'm about to walk out of here. Like, I don't need to be doing this shit. But then I'm like,
it's different.
The young boys looking at me, so I can't walk out in the middle of the jump. But they never saw me again. I'm like, nah, y'all can have that. Y'all can have
that's it. Throughout life, you remember them workouts, them hard times, them shit you had to really will and think yourself through.
Yeah,
them shit be different. Running hundreds, not knowing how many till the coach say stop. Winter workouts, we split it up in spring workouts. We had certain teams that was competing against each other. Like that was probably the funnest part.
Yeah,
and it just make it fun when you competing against Ty, competing against Donald Brown. Like Donald Brown was another cat who. We gonna DJ Hernandez, like we gonna be in the front sprints, where we can go on sprint 50, like we gonna be in the front, sprint 2, we gonna be in the front, sprint 17, like we gonna be in the front, and like that shit, like if the guys at the top doing that, everybody else gotta follow. Yeah. And we went through a phase where that shit was like the league. We was like cutting people, like if you want on board, like our coaches get you up out of there.
Like literally
for real. Like, like nah, scholarship.
I never seen nothing like that in college football.
Never, bro. I didn't know it was like that. Like, you missed three classes less. Oh yeah, you out. So scholarship, not because the scholarship is a 4-year scholarship, but every year you can it got to be renewed. Yep, and basically if you're doing conduct detrimental, that's what we call it in the league. They find a way in college because them scholarships valuable.
But it wasn't even solely based on conduct though. If you was like.
You kept some guys who keep the team GPA up. Like some of these cats not gonna play. But if you came in and you was supposed to be a contributor
and you wasn't,
you not handling others, we gonna find a reason.
They gonna find something to get you a contract.
I appreciate you, son.
I appreciate you. Yeah, we got you. We got something down there in Towson for you. We got Coach Ambrose out there. They got you. So that shit was real though. But it changed the program though.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Change the program. Yeah, man.
I'm about to go ahead and grab me something to eat.
Facts.
Yeah, me too.
I'm about to take these kids to the mall, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you.
We gotta split this into 2. This is a good ass vibe, though, man. Appreciate you joining.
Yes, sir.
Definitely gotta come back.
For sure. Anytime, brother. Just bang my line, When y'all bring Ty on, please let me be a guest on there.
Hey, we gonna figure out how we can get 2 guests on here.
Fact.
We're gonna do that.
Got to.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, it's another episode, Man to Man Pod, man. Y'all really just, with that one especially, y'all got a glimpse of just, what it is in the locker room, how it is catching up with cats you ain't really kicked back and just had them convos with for a while. Definitely appreciate it, Ty. Like I said, that's my brother, former teammate. Great show, man. I hope y'all listen to it all the way through. If you hear, you did. So leave that 5-star review. Holla at us, man. Yours truly, Darius Butler. Co-host Antoine Bethea.
Yo.
And we out.
Peace.